Today we're going to work with calming overwhelm. I know in our town things are changing. A lot of new people are moving in. School is starting in all different levels. So let's stand with your feet about hip width apart. Close your eyes and just drop your awareness into your feet and notice how they make contact with the earth or the floor. And invite them to just melt into the earth. And then shifting your weight just a little bit back to your heels. Invite your tailbone to soften and soften your chest. And then lift from the crown of your head, the tippy top. Imagine that there's like a thread of white light just pulling you up toward the heavens. And then place one hand over the other on your lower belly and invite your breath to just go in and drop down into your belly. And then exhale out from your hands. And nice, long, deep inhale into your hands. And exhale out. And as we're talking about calming, our first choice is our breath. And so a lot of times our breath reflects how we're feeling, but it goes both ways. And so as we shift our breathing, it actually affects how we're feeling. So I'd like to try a new image, and it's called Tidal Breath. New image for me. And so picture yourself out there on the beach. And you know when the tide comes in and then it goes out. So as it comes in, here's your breath in your body. There's that little pause and it quietly recedes out. And it kind of in and out. So let's enjoy that tidal breath in our own bodies. So inhale as the tide comes in, stretching over the shore. And exhale as it gently recedes back. Inhale in, that little pause. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And at your own pace, and invite your breath to each time just soften, lengthen, and deepen. And if that image of the tidal breath is useful to you, and then open your eyes and sort of check in. Check in with your body or close your eyes still and just see what you notice on this fine Monday morning of Labor Day 2020. So, as we're working with calming overwhelm, sometimes it can be basically our fire element, which is connected to our heart, our small intestine, our heart protector, out of balance. So I thought we'd start with separating clouds. And this is, we're going to be working the meridians of the fire element. And so for those of you that are going to get changed later on, it's like you're just taking off a sweater, right? Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale and then exhale. I'll keep backing into the corner of my landing so you can see. Inhale and exhale. Now, if that tidal breath is interesting to you, so inhale, the water comes up on the beach, and exhale, it goes down, and inhale up, and exhale down. You decide for your own body if that little pause in your arms is helpful. So inhale and exhale, and it's as if our hands are actually the clouds, right? And the clouds are parting. When the clouds part, lets that sun shine through. And the sun is sort of the equivalent to our heart and our heart's role in our body. And then our fire element in balance is spacious and joyous. So sort of invite that space. Let's do one more. Inhale up and exhale. So that was separating clouds, and I thought we'd also do parting clouds. So in this movement, you're going to inhale your arms up. Now as you exhale, sink your chest and kind of drop your elbows a little as you bring your arms in. And then as you inhale, you're going to do this like kind of weird roll. It's great for your wrists. You're going to roll, come inwards, and push and out. So putting that all together, inhale, float up. Exhale, sinking your chest and your elbows. Inhale, and exhale down. So parting clouds, inhale. Sink your chest as you exhale. Inhale, picture that warm light coming into your heart and down. So inhale, float up. Exhale, sinking your knees in your chest, rolling your fingers and down. As we do this, we're actually working with a lot of the meridians that are in the inside and the outside of our arms, which is all connected to the fire element. So inhale, exhale, and down. So inhale up, exhale, sinking. Inhale, parting those clouds and down. Let's try it even more slowly. Let's do one more. Inhale as you stand tall. Exhale, sinking your knees in your chest. Inhale and down. And we've just done 2 movements, sort of support our fire element and balance. Just check in and notice if there's just any shift, may or may not be, from when we first started. Let's kind of warm up our joints. So let's start with a wise owl turns its head to eliminate fatigue. So this time we're going to actually sort of sink down, bend your knees. As you take your owl wings, you're going to turn. That's like my banister in the way. Sorry about that. Now come over here. Sink down. Turn your owl wings, turn in. And then as you exhale, stand tall. Let's look over our right shoulder. I'll do your mirror image. So inhale, sink down. Exhale, let's look over left shoulder. Inhale and exhale. And just embody that wise owl, turning its head to eliminate fatigue. So inhale, exhale. The goal is to sort of wrench your neck around, but each time invite your neck to just all those little vertebrae. Kind of imagine sort of there is fluid there. Just invite sort of fluidity in all those neck joints. Let's do one more to each side. And then turning from your hips and your waist, keeping your feet still rooted to the earth, feet pointing forward. And let's call this constant bear. So embody that sort of heavy, grounded bear, right? And just feel those big bear legs grounded to the earth and your nice big bear arms. Just being really loose. And then let those bare arms slap on your waist. This is our chi belt. All sorts of great acupressure points. And then now that we've kind of oiled the joints of our neck, see if you can look over your shoulder just with ease. No pain, no pain. And let's give our immune system some love. Knocking on those points right under our collarbone, lungs 1 and 2. So give our lungs some love. We're not out of the woods yet, so our immune system and our lungs, you could probably do this a couple times a day. Would not be a bad thing. And then up and over our shoulders. So today, as we sort of have our focus be to calm overwhelm, I was thinking about it, and to calm overwhelm, it's really to sort of tap into the peace that's within each of us, right? It's not something we go get. It's not something we change. Rather, it's something we sink into. So throughout our practice today, I just invite you to sort of sink into that peace that's within each of us. And let's do our chi belt. And then slow it down and sort of water waves. It's very appropriate for our theme today. And if it's helpful to go back to that tidal breath, right? So in whatever your own pace. Inhale up on shore, exhale as the water recedes. And then if it's useful, you can sort of push away anything that's sort of clouding your inner calm. That's right there, just quietly waiting for you to notice. And then slow down. Let's do just a little bit for our spine. Spine love. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round your back. Tuck your tailbone under. Inhale, open your chest. Little ducktail on your tailbone. And then tuck your tailbone under around your back. So inhale, look up. Exhale, kind of reach your chin towards your chest. Let's try to do this as sort of slowly and luxuriously, right? Even kind of invoking that tidal breath. So that water comes in on the shore and recedes. Water comes in and then exhale. Let's do one more. And then with our sort of wave theme, let's move the body like a river. So your hands on your thighs, shifting your weight to the right. And then as you, bad, to your left. As you shift your weight to the right, let your head kind of stay over there to the last minute. And just finding your spine, all those different vertebrae. Just feel yourself as you're on that river, moving with fluidity and so much ease, right? So, and then feel what's right in your body this morning. Maybe you want to go really low to kind of a low squat or not, or maybe just see what feels good and slow it down. And I thought a great warm up for our calming overwhelm would be one of my favorites, which is the boa sheds its skin. So stand with your feet close together. Put your hands in prayer, and that great acupressure tool we each have, sort of our knuckles of our thumb. Let's rub it right in the middle of our chest, right on our Ren Mai or Xia Bien meridian. As you rub this acupressure point, take a deep, slow breath into your belly. Now, the start of this move is you're going to take your fingers and bring them down, and then you're going to curl them around. I'll do that one more time. So, fingertips come down and around. So, here they come. Now, push your hips forward. Now, gather. Imagine you're gathering this huge chi ball of energy. Now, pull that energy into your heart. Now, push that energy down into your lower belly. And because you've pushed all that energy into your lower belly, that's going to, anything that no longer serves you can come up. And then folding forward, release it to the earth. And then with the back of your arms together, bend your knees, tuck your tailbone under and roll up. And gather another chi ball and bring it in. So let's put that all together. So with our breath, inhale, exhale, inhale, gather, exhale, inhale, pull out what no longer serves us, and exhale, send it down to the earth. And then inhale, roll up, and bring it in. So inhale, exhale, inhale, gather that big chi ball, pull it into your heart. Exhale, invite that chi ball down into your lower belly. Inhale, pull out now what no longer serves you, and send it to the earth. Roll up, gather one more chi ball, and bring it in. Let's do this one more time. The boa sheds its skin, so deep breath into our belly. Exhale. Inhale, gather. And then exhale, shift to your toes. Inhale as that water comes up on the shore. And exhale, the water recedes. We'll do one more. Then bring your hands to your lower belly and drop your awareness to in between your hands. As you inhale, pull your hands a little bit apart and exhale a little together. Just see what you notice. See, tune in to the energy between your hands. You might feel tingly or like taffy and sticky, or a temperature, or everyone feels it differently, or you might not feel anything today. What matters is that you look for it, not that you find it. And we'll do that same shifting in our heels. So as you inhale, shift to your heels. As you exhale, shift to your toes. Now, one name for this is seaweed in the ocean, right? So we're back to that tidal breath. So as you inhale, shift back. Use exhale. And this shifting is really like a subtle rock. Shift a little bit to your heels. Shift a little to your toes. And then put your attention between your hands. Notice if anything is changing. And then on your next inhale, wrap your arms up and around and over. So inhale back up and then exhale. This is called the wave. So be careful here, like with your shoulders, see where your shoulder mobility is at today. So inhale, stand tall. Exhale, round your back. So inhale, bring that energy up and over. And exhale down. And so kind of rolling up and then around your back. So let's sort of do a side. See if you can see. So inhale up and exhale over. This is a great movement to do that tidal breath, right? Inhale as that water comes in and exhale out. Let's do it even with more softness and more fluidity. Let's do one more. Slow it down. Obviously, we've just stopped, so we're slowed down. And check it in. Notice your feet as they sink into the earth. Invite your tailbone to soften, lifting from the crown of your head. Then bringing your hands to your lower belly. We'd end with embrace the tiger and turn to the mountain. So a great flowing movement where the tiger is that sort of our power. So connecting to our power, but return to the mountain, and that's that place of inner calm and peace that's always there, just like the sort of core of that mountain. So you're going to separate your hands as you glide your hips back. Tuck your tailbone under as the back of your arms come together and roll up. And at about your collarbone, drop your elbows. Sink your chest and your knees as you push forward. And then we're going to raise our hands way overhead. And we're going to bring them down. Connect to the earth. And then connect to the heavens and pour that energy way to the crown of our head, our byway point. And then pull that energy down. Float our hands and down. So let's put that all together. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, tuck your tailbone under as you roll up. Exhale, sink your chest and your knees. Inhale, raise your hands way overhead, kind of like a portal. Connect to the heavens. Now send it and connect to the earth. Now we're drawing in that earth energy, the heaven energy, and we're pouring it into our byway point. So just sending energy down and then inviting that energy like a wave coming down our body. Float your hands up and float your hands down. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, tuck your tailbone under. Exhale, push out what no longer serves us. Inhale, connect to that energy of the heavens. Connect it with the earth. And then gathering all of that energy, pour it to the crown of our head. And then invite that energy like this soothing, comforting wave. Inhale and down. So deep breath into your belly. Exhale. Inhale, tuck your tailbone under and roll up. Exhale as you push out what no longer serves us. Inhale, reach overhead like a portal to the universe. Connect down to the earth. So now we're gathering earth energy and heaven energy, pouring it into the top of our head, our byway point. And then just inviting this soothing, calming energy down through our body. Float up and float down. So let's do it one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Round. Exhale. Push out what no longer serves you. Inhale. Connect to that expansive yang energy of the heavens. Now connect to that yin nurturing energy of the earth and pour all of it into our byway point. And then pulling this down through our energy field, our Wei Qi. I lied one more time. Exhale. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, sinking your knees in your chest. Inhale, sort of open up, connect to that heaven energy, connect to that earth energy, and invite it, pour it in to our byway point. And then just invite this wave of energy down. Float your hands up and float your hands down. Now standing with your feet close together, put one hand over the other and close your eyes and drop your awareness into your feet. And just notice how they make contact with the earth and invite them to just sink into that nurturing earth, trusting that the earth will support you. And invite your tailbone to soften, connecting you to the earth. Soften your chest. And lift from the crown of your head, connecting with that thread of light to the heavens. And you might notice maybe your body is sort of like seaweed in that ocean that we visited throughout our class today. Qigong is saying that in movement, we find stillness. And in stillness, we find movement. So in this sort of posture of stillness, look into your inner landscape and see if you can tap into that movement. And invite your breath to come in and drop down into your lower belly. As your breath comes in, like it's coming in over the shore, over the beach, and then exhale back to that vast, mysterious sea. So inhale in, exhale. Might even hear the sound of that ocean as it inhales in. Exhale, maybe I'm just hearing the wind outside, but I feel like I hear that ocean. So inhale and exhale. Realizing that to calm, overwhelm, all we need to do is sort of tap into that calm that's here within each of us, actually at all times. So thank you for joining me on this Monday morning in September, and you have a wonderful day. Thank you.